Welcome to another episode of The Algar's Garage. I'm your host, Rick, and today we are going to upgrade to this from this. This is the old school. This has a hose. There's no way to put coolant in this unless you stick it in through there with a little funnel. There's a windshield washer on it, and we're going to try to take and put this one in place of it, which shouldn't be that hard to do. We have to make a few holes, and it should go right on. But another problem is check this out. So we have a lot of people don't realize you can buy these. The hardest part is, see this little ring in there? That's like a clutch ring or something. Getting it out of here. That's the hardest part. So what we're going to do is I'm going to clean this out really good. Good. So obviously, just see, you want it nice and clean because look at this O-ring. You're going to put it together, it's going to leak. We're going to clean this out really good. Then we're going to put the new one in. And hope we can modify this and hook this up. And before we hook this all together, we're going to take this, we're going to plug it in and make sure that the connection is the same and that this one works. That's always a good thing. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Wow. This thing's really on there. Screwdriver time. Okay. Off with the old. And we'll try to go in with the new. We're going to try to go off with the old. Yep, that's junk. Now, first thing you're going to do is we're going to try this and see if it works. We want to make sure that it's not the truck doing it. So you tell me if you hear it or not. Did you hear it working? That's good. Now we gotta do is we gotta put it together. We don't want this on here yet. We just had to test on it. But this will work great. Because now we'll be able to fill our windshield and our coolant. There's a lot of good stuff in there too you have to get out. But we'll be able to fill both of these in. This will be a lot better than the old style. I'm not sure exactly how to hook it up yet. One end goes in there, and the other end isn't gonna fit. So we're gonna have to figure something out for that. But if that's the only issue, I guess we're gonna have to use a self-tapper. Maybe. Getting this off is real easy. See, when you hook these up, here's the problem. This is designed to slide in here, which is fine. That makes it quick and easy. But then the problem is right here is the other hole. See, my finger's right here, and that's where the hole would be, but it won't work because this new hole is here. So I guess yeah, there's really no way around this. So I guess we're just gonna have to drill another hole here on an angle, which is not exactly what I want to do. Or I can take a little piece of aluminum, small, bolt it here, and make it so it's long enough to bolt that to it. It'll stick out a little bit, but it'll be fast and nice and tight. I don't think this has any. It does have an ear in the bottom, but I don't think that's going to do us any good. No. This ear that's on the bottom here, I don't know what we're going to do there because there's really nowhere in this fender to mount that ear. So let's just hope. Yeah, see, I don't know about all of this. Maybe we should just make it so it has something to rest on like this. Because otherwise, these plastic ears are just going to bend off. It's at some point, not right away, but they're going to break off. So maybe there's already a hole there for that. See that hole? I can put a big nut in there if I can figure out how to get my fat fingers in here to do it. Maybe up through here. We can tighten the screw, put a screw in there. And I will make one for here on the other side. And then it'll be able to sit on here. I think that's the way we're going to go. So, get the brake clean out, and we got to clean that all up. Look at that in there. So we'll get this cleaned up, and we'll be right back. What we're doing here is we're going to take this and just roll it up in a roll. See, because we got to get that stuff out of there. See that stuff in there? Got to get it out of there. I think so. So we're going to take this, put it in a roll, try to put it in a roll. I think we're going to put it in a roll. Ah! And just work it back and forth. And then when I go to put that rubber in, I'm going to squirt it with like a little WD-40 or something. Because I always have trouble with these things leaking. Always. Yeah, there's still some in the bottom, and it's getting better. I got to work the bottom. Almost. Looks good to me. Spray a little bit of brake clean. Look at that. Now there must be a notch in there. This thing must have to go a certain way. No? Good. Dad can't do that. WD-40. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the barrel up really good. A little bit of good stuff. That way it's good and slippery. That way we slide this thing in there, it should slide right in. Where's the ring? The ring. I don't know what I did with the ring. Okay, so I don't see anything. Just wiggle it around. That should be it. Might want to turn a little bit. Oh, there you go. One last spot has to drop in. Now the question is, where is the ring? Now, being that I lost the ring, obviously you're going to learn how to take them out. See this thing here? I use one of these. And just go around here and just keep working it. Okay, I go easy with it because it's like spring steel or something, but when you put it in, it's designed when you put it in to like smash. So now what I'll do is I'll take this over and I'll beat it with a hammer flat again, and it'll be perfect. So let's get that together and we'll move on. See that? And you thought you couldn't fix them. Now, sometimes these are a little finicky. But so you can see when that went in there, it dropped twice. Well, the second time it dropped, it was just a sealing. So now this thing, this is supposed to be flat, but when you put it in, it actually, the teeth taper to hold it in. And it's real easy. Take a screwdriver and just literally push on it. It'll go. You got to keep working it though. Don't just hit it one spot. See, you don't want to hit it one, you got to keep working it. You get the drift. Now I'm just going to tap it in. There you go, finished product. See where it's locked in the side of the plastic there? Now, really, like I said, we're going to drill some holes and get this mounted. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, check this out. Now, hopefully not leaks. We have a separate coolant reservoir now. We have a direct fill. Well, let's just hope it doesn't run out the bottom. Is that enough? Where's the mark on it? Yep, that's full. Then we have, now when you wash, you gotta make sure the hose don't leak, and where I put the pump in. Put the caps on. See, we're checking to make sure. See? It will be running out right there. It's not. Coolant will be dripping out right there. It's not. You see we got our levels in there. Let's go try the squirter and see if it works now, because it hasn't worked. Oh, you look at that. Uh-oh. Squirter blocked up. We got dirt in it. I'll have to take it apart, but it works. Unfortunately, just gotta take the hose off right there. Spray it with some brake clean. When we had it apart, we probably got some dirt in it. That's why I blocked the hole, but it works. It works very good. Boy, does that pump work. Wow. So we'll fix that up and we'll be on to the next one. So that was just a quickie windshield washer. It might be a question for a lot of people. Yes, you can take the motors out. Yes, you gotta be careful with the retention spring, but you can go to junkyard and get the reservoir, you know, like I did. So thanks for watching. Greatly appreciated. Like, subscribe, and share. And hit that hype button. That supposedly that makes it worth $1 million. So thanks and again, and have a good day. Don't forget, build it in place, Brian Dean. The Algire's Garage would be me. National Pike Historical Steam Show. Jamie with Rusty Metal Garage. And we can't forget Mike of Lone Range Garage. Check us all out on YouTube.